going on, people? I'm just out here hyping, getting hyped for the pod. You guys hyped for the? I'm hyped. Let's get it. Ramsey Smith isn't funny. Podcast. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here we are. What's going on, people? Welcome back. Well, you guys never left, in my opinion. You guys have been with me the whole time. Boy, oh boy. I've felt your presence within me. And I've felt it good. And I've felt it nicely. And it's hot, isn't it, guys? Let's talk about the weather for a bit. Can we talk about the fucking weather for a bit? It's getting hot, and it's not even when it's meant to be hot yet. It's still when it's meant to be cold, and now it's hot. So that's good. December's going to be fucked. You know what I mean? Actual summer's going to be fucked. But hey, what are you going to do, you know? You just got to keep on living. L-I-V-I-N. No, it's going to be fucked. I'm ready to die in summer, you know? I'm ready to just never sleep because it's so hot. But that's always fun. I love sweating. I feel like this happens often where, like, it'll be the first day or the first, like, week or so where it turns. Either it goes from, you know, cold to hot or hot to cold. And so I remember when I used to sleep with a fan on, right? Like the hot to cold change, right? You're used to sleeping with the fan on because it's just so hot all night. And all of a sudden it gets cold at night, but you've still got the fan on. So I would just wake up sick as a dog, freezing. And that would always suck because it would still be hot during the day. It would just be to the point where it started getting hot at night. So having a cold in summer is awful. Right? Having a cold, they should call it a hot. Because it's not too hot to have. Are we crushing or what? Alright, let's get into it. What's been going on with me? Been gigging around on the road. On the road. Technically. Not really. Did some gigs in Newcastle. I had Friday night in Newcastle. And then did Saturday night. So I stayed down there, which was cool. Crashed on a couch in the shape of a bed, this couch was, which is nice. It's always nice when you crash into a place and the person's not actually there. That's the best, because then you're not even couch surfing. You're just there. You go, cool, I got a bed. I don't have to talk to them. You know, it's great. So that's good. So it was windy. Windy as hell. I went down to the beach, Newcastle Beach. A horrific decision. It was super windy. You know when you're walking, you like look to the beach and you can see like a you know 2-3 foot like just little like there's just sand in the air. Like the air's it looks fuzzy. And you're like, why does the air look fuzzy? You're like, oh, there's just sand because of all the wind. But it was still nice. It was cold. You know, went for a swim. Anyway, at the beach, there was one of those nerd things. One of those medieval nerd things. You know, we're talking the Renaissance Fair. I believe they're called. So the Renaissance Fair, I'm like, this is pretty cool. I have a little look here. Check it out. These fucking nerds were going hard. These nerds were going hard as fuck. They were all armored up. They got their fake little swords and axes, right? There was this weird game where it looked like there was some cunt in the middle on a chair. It looked like his team was like surrounding him. And then a bunch of people on the outskirts of this weird little field or something. And it was like, it seemed to be get the cunt on the chair. And basically what happens is like, so they're all in armor. So they just full on go and they basically just hit each other. Which is cool, right? That's I guess nerdy, you know what I mean? You can like know how to nerd handle hit. You know how to hit someone and not like hurt them too much, right? And like they'd be grabbing onto each other, and like if someone was grabbing onto someone on your team, they just like get their axe and just fucking swing at their hand. But their hand's got this metal, like the metal armor plate on it. So I'm like, oh, I guess it's safe, but it can't be safe, right? It would look like it would hurt as like shit. Anyway, that was fun. You got to imagine Nerds body armor, middle of the day. That place has got to smell. That place has got to smell pretty bad. I didn't get close enough to smell them, fortunately. I think it would be a stinky occasion. You know, one of those stinky occasions. Oh, what else has been going on? It's just a little. I'm just gonna. We might do some more thought-provoking stuff later. But I just want to talk about my week. I'm exhausted, man. I fucking just driving all the time. Fucking had Newcastle booked for the weekend, and then had little shout out to Sammer, the guy. By the way, Fringe show. Come to it. Come to any of the dates. But if you could come to Wednesday and Thursday, that would be really good. Because we're doing pretty good on Friday. We're doing all right. But if you could have, like, maybe you and 15 other friends could evenly disperse over the Wednesday and Thursday show, that would make those shows good. But seriously, what's the deal? Ramsey and Kianush, watch. It's at Fringe. It's coming out. When you're hearing this, the first show will be tomorrow. Right? The first show is the day after this podcast comes out. So fucking check it out. Check it out, guys. It's going to be good. But yeah, this guy, because I'm always like, I'll fucking do whatever gig, you know? And then the gig comes around and you're like, I don't want to drive there. So I told someone that I'd drive to Newcastle for the Tuesday open mic. So now I'm driving down on a Tuesday. I'm getting home on Wednesday. You ever have a day where you get to work like for the first minute, and you're like, I just gotta hope I die, or I like can somehow, you know, my brain just will like go on, like I can escape my brain. Because boy oh boy, I was. You know when you're walking around and a minor inconvenience happens and you're like, yeah, I'll kill myself. You know what I mean? You know when like you can't find a park and you're like, what if I fucking blew my brains out right now? I wouldn't have to deal with it. You wouldn't have to deal with it. That's true. That is true. But yeah, driving, man. Baby, you can drive my car. And then, yeah, drive back on Saturday night from Newcastle, had a little sleep, and then I'm up at 4 o'clock going to work, and then had a lovely little swim, hung out with the misso, who may have just opened the door, or is that Joey? Who opened the door? Who opened it? Was it the wind? Was it the wind? Yes? Did the wind open the door, or was that one of yous? It was the wind. Okay. Say hello to Emily, everybody. Did you say it? That's good.
Hi.
All right. Give me the microphone.
No.
Yeah, I'm talking about my week.
It's gonna be shit.
My week? The past week.
Oh.
Say something funny.
Joey pooped everywhere.
Oh, our dog has had diarrhea. Apparently, dogs can't eat almond croissants. That's what we've learned. He's been taking shits everywhere. He's been taking shits in the kitchen, in the entryway, in the study. We're in the podcast studio. He's been taking shits in the studio. People, we had to get my lovely wife's mopped up the place. And anyway, you know, but what? Yeah, he's taking shits there. He's been a cunt. He woke me up 4 times. I can't wait to see that dog die. That's for sure.
Stop it.
I can't wait to see him. I might organize a little accident, if you know what I mean. We might have a whoopsie doopsie. Boom. Gun to the face. Anyway. Yeah, my dog's been shitting. You know, it's when you have a dog, you know, there's times where you hate the dog, right? Like when it's 4 a.m. and he does anything, and you're like, I hate you're not a reasonable person right now. You're not a reasonable guy, okay? You're not good. Oh man. But fucking yeah, and then whatever, and your wife wants to have the dog, so you agree to still have it. But I'd fucking kill him in an instant, you know? What?
Okay, I need people to answer. A hashtag is Emily right? Because she thinks so. Because I think I'm right. Because I asked Ramsey when we first moved in.
Can I explain myself?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna explain my side. I asked Ramsey if he would take my dog if he were allowed, and we were allowed, and we did like a little, he came over, did a little testy run, and then Ramsey said yes. Months later, he's like, "Oh, I never actually wanted the dog. I was like forced kind of into it because what was I gonna say? No." And I had told him at the time when I asked him that if you tell me no now, it'll be easier for me to have that reality. And that's my side of the story. And I'm right. And he's wrong. So hashtag Emily's right.
I fucking hate that dog. I never wanted the dog, you know. Yeah, I know, but if I said no, I'm sure things would have worked out great for me, you know? Here's the thing that sometimes people do for their partners because they're retarded. They do something to make their partner feel good because they care about them, because they can see behind their eyes that if I say no, because when we also had the dog, it was either you guys are going to have to get rid of the dog completely, like the dog would be out of you, it wouldn't be able to stay with a family member, it would be gone. Oh, well, you made it seem like, the mom, you're going to kick out the dog. So I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, we'll save the dog. The point is, that's not what I was saying. I wasn't talking about when we own the dog. I'm saying as of right now, I'd get rid of that dog immediately. Okay, so that's my stance. I do love you, but I hate... Exactly. But now we're married, so I've got you. It doesn't matter. I'm sure. All right, try me. You know what I mean? Bro, if I got divorced, I'd be so gay. You know what I mean? I'd be out. I'd be putting the Eiffel Tower in my ass. That's how, because French people, they're already gay. So it's like double. Anyway, the point of the story is my wife's a bitch. That's what you got to remember from that story. But no, I did have a lovely afternoon with my wife on Sunday. And then that's what I was talking about, by the way. You fucking cunt. I didn't call you in. Somebody open the door. I know, but I thought that you were doing a thing where you open the door and then you would just be annoying and you'd listen. Can you leave? I'm recording it. You know what I mean? You think Shira wants to hear you on the podcast? I got 7 last week and it's going up. It's trending up. Look, I'm just focusing on the Fringe show, and then after that, I'm really going to put some time and some effort into the podcast and promoting the podcast, because this is where comedy should exist. Me alone. If I could do everything me alone in this room, that's what I'd do. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway. Close the door. Oh, some just went down my throat. Oh, it was cum. Anyway. Oh, my goodness. Hold on a second, guys. Oh. Ugh. Yuck. That probably sounded fucked. Oh. I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a little frog in my throat. You know, that's what Miss Piggy said. She was fucking Kermit. Yeah, she fucked Kermit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fuck a frog, the fucking big bitch. Oh. But yeah, I played basketball. I don't know if I said this last time, but I'm doing comedy, right? So I'm hanging out with immature, little homos. You know what I mean? A couple little, hanging around. We're talking shit. We're saying racist stuff as a joke. We're having fun. We're making fun of each other. We're fucking, we're organizing to play. This is with comics. I'm organizing to play basketball. Right on a Sunday afternoon, we're letting the special kid play, and we're taking it. We're letting him double dribble just so we can get one more. I'm in high school. That's what I've realized. You do all this growing up, and you're like, I'm gonna grind and get good at comedy, and then you're like, nah, I'm in high school. Pretty sure I'm just in high school, right? Imagine high school, but all of your friends were depressed. That's comedy right there. That's what comedy is. Oh, bro, I went fucking hard in the motherfucking paint. No doubt about it. I showed up and I was like, this probably... I was like... Because there's like a bunch of comics, like whenever... We're not literally children. It just has the energy of it. So like, we'll play basketball and you gotta decide like what type of... We're just playing... Are we going the courts? We're gonna... shoot around and play horse and, play some shitty one-on-one and just kind of... Or are we playing ball? All right, because I had a spot afterwards, which I cancelled after. But anyway, I was meant to have a spot afterwards, so I almost considered just wearing my jeans to the court, have a bit of a shoot around, and I wore shorts. I wore shorts and like a breathable exercise shirt, and that was the correct decision. Because I went hard. Or I was out there grabbing boards, I was out there boxing out. And setting hard screens. I'm that guy at the fucking courts, by the way. I'm the guy at the scrimmage who's like, I'm setting a hard off-ball screen. Right? I think when you're playing basketball, when you're playing like pickup, identify who's good on your team and just give them what they want. Right? Make it easy for them. Get them the open shots, set the screens, fucking pick and roll, box out. I was boxing out hard, all right? Because motherfucking Jerryon's out there, this athletic little Aryan boy, this skinny Aryan boy was just offensive rebounding the fuck out of us. So I just had to put a body on him. Absolutely, I got my lip cut. I got hit in the face and my lip bled. Right? And it's just and I was almost gonna wear jeans. But I didn't, I manned up. So basketball's pretty fun. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's good. Also, cardio. What the fuck? My body's horrific. My body is not built to last anything. Imagine if like I had to... You ever imagine, because we used to be hunters, right? We used to be long distance hunted, endurance hunters, which means a bunch of us would get together. We'd have a light weapon, like a stick, right, a spear, right, and it'd be a fucking mammoth or a zebra or whatever the fuck there was back in the day, and we'd say we're gonna eat that, and then we'd chase it, and then the mammoth is like. You know what I mean? Like, the wildebeest is, like, light jogging away. Like, yeah, these guys are going to fucking eat me. Look how slow they are, bro. I'm fucking light jogging. And then the wildebeest is like, all right, sweet. We're fucking... Ooh, we're good. He looks over the horizon. There's just more humans. Just fucking... Just marathoning it. You know what I mean? Just like, casual jogging. It's like, oh, fuck, okay, cool. Boom, boom. He just jogs away again. He's like... Alright, sweet. We fucking... Oh, those humans are definitely done. And he looks over the horizon. It's like, fuck! Fuck, they're still there. They're still fucking there. And then we just keep on chasing it. And then the fucking wildebeest would get to the point where it couldn't run at all. Like, that's how exhausted it was. Imagine if you try to do that now. Try to chase a wildebeest until it, like, under fear of death, it even can't get its steps up. Right? The wildebeest would be like, oh, fuck. I'm fucked. And it would fall down. And then you'd go over and you'd shove a spear in its neck or whatever. And then you'd have to carry it all the way back. Like, what the fuck? That would have sucked. You run all this way, and you're like, all right, guys, we're carrying the wildebeest back. We just run a double marathon to kill this thing. let's get it back, guys. Guess it's why that was where the upper bodice drank. Upper bodice drank become back. Fuck. Oh man, my eyes are like I'm trying to cut back on the caffeine, man. It's fucking. Oh man, I know I've said that fucking 12 times, but I just do it for about a week, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. I'm sleeping better, but I'll just have a coffee in the morning when I'm feeling really tired, and then all of a sudden, I'm fucking putting Red Bull in my urethra. You know what I mean? I got to stop saying, you know what I mean. It's something I noticed when I listen back, not to the podcast. Who the fuck would listen to this? What kind of fucking retards? But no, it's something when I listen back to me do stand up, I'm always like, you know what I mean? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just let them know what you mean, right? They should just, if you've explained it, they'll know. They'll know. But no, last time we pitched a movie and I got a better movie idea. It's about a so you know that movie with the who's a really good black female Viola Davis. It was like you know what one where like there was meant to be. What was it? There was an alien from Aliens in it, and it came back during fucking old school hunter-gatherer times, and Viola Davis and all of her friends had to kill the alien. And so they kill the alien using their old school hunter-gatherer. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm guessing this is what happens, right? So it's like that, right? But instead of like whenever the fuck warrior queen time it was, right? I'm talking so alien obviously going to destroy a lot of things, right? But I'm talking we send. What would be a fun? Oh, here's a fun movie. Hitler invents time travel, and he tries to time travel back to the beginning of Judaism to stop it from happening. But he actually makes it happen. Right? Like, he's the guy in Egypt who's like, we got to kill all of the babies. You remember this happening? You remember that story from the Bible? Oh, that's great. It's like all of the magical shit that happens in the Old Testament is a time-traveling Hitler trying to stop the Jews from... This is pretty good, right? Someone's going to produce this. Come on. Time-traveling Hitler... And Hitler's like somehow weaseled his way to become the king of Egypt with his, with his public speaking. And he's like, let's kill. And like, he doesn't remember, for whatever reason, he doesn't remember that all the Bible stories, he just makes them happen. And like, he comes back to the future and he's like, fuck, you know what I mean? It's an alternate timeline Hitler, right? Where the Old Testament, nothing happens. Right? Like, it's just the Jews were cool, and then Jesus came. There was no struggle. They were just the people, right? But he still doesn't like the Jews, right? So then he time travels back, and he's like, we're going to chase him out, and then God has to do all this stuff. He parts the Red Sea, all this stuff. And then he goes back in the future, and he's like, yes, there's no more Jews. And then he's like, his Bible gets like 10 times thicker because there's all this new stuff in the Old Testament. And he's like reading, he's like, damn. Guess I got to do the Holocaust instead. And that can be the ending. You know, it like sets it up for a part 2. You know, it's like time traveling Hitler. The Holocaust question mark? Hey? Well, if you don't have a mic, don't talk to me. How about that? I'm joking. I love you so much, dear. I'm just trying to keep it up. I'm just trying to keep up the energy and keep it engaged. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to kind of pump a bit of energy in. You know, we're late. We got about 5.5 minutes to go. Just trying to keep it rolling. You know what I mean? But yeah, time traveling Hitler, pretty good. But I'm talking about who's someone who's good. You know what I mean? How about this? You said Elon Musk back in time, right? To like the Bronze Ages, like the Dark Ages, right? And then they all just call him gay. What is that? So what do you guys think of Elon Musk? I think he's. I don't know if he's smart. He's successful. He's rich. That's how you know he's not smart. Is because he's so rich and you know who he is. That's not a smart dude, right? A smart person is rich and you've never heard of them, right? A smart guy is there's like a billionaire and it's like he doesn't even go in public. That's a smart guy. But if you're rich, why do you what does he say? His daughter, or is it actually a daughter? And which one is it? He has a trans or non-binary child. Has a lot of children. How many children does Elon Musk have? See, I didn't realize smart. Here's a problem. He's got ultra autism. Here's the thing, right? When you give someone billions of dollars, he can fuck, right? Right? And when you have, the only thing because I think most autistic people are really horny. And the only thing stopping them from fucking is their autism. Right? They got no game. But I think most autistic people walking around and they want to fuck, right? So, so you give this guy and he fucks. He's got, let's have a look. Children, 12. Where does it say that? This guy's got 12 kids. That's pretty crazy. How you gonna fuck how many baby mamas? He's got 3 spouses. Divorced. Grimes. Who's I don't know. Is an English actress. He married someone from Inception. And then a Canadian author. So he's a Canadian author, and then some some actress that does bit parts, and then Grimes, who is some type of musician. Oh man! But anyway, I think one of his children is trans, and he was like, "Oh man, my child, got overtaken by the woke mind virus," which is pretty dumb, right? The mind virus. That interview with Peterson's great because both of them are like, I have to agree with whatever the other one says because for some reason we're both the same guy. For some reason they're basically the same. I feel like they get the same reaction from everybody, right? If you bring up Jordan Peterson to one guy, they'll have whatever their reaction is. They could be a varying, space of reactions, but they'll have the same reaction as they do to Peterson as Elon for some reason. They're the same guy, so that's pretty. It was such a mesh of autism. It was kind of beautiful, right? Beautiful, beautiful autism, but yeah. Elon Musk is a bad, he's a pretty absent dad. But hey, he is technically African American, so, I'm doing that bit tonight. I'm gonna put that in my notes right now. Elon Musk African. That'll be enough. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'll go to the news and it's just you go to the news and get raped by ads. That sucks. I'd much rather get raped by some other guy. Oh look, we did one joke in that podcast, so I think it's pretty good. We're gonna print. I tell everyone we got 10 seconds. All right, let's get a joke in. What is the toilet paper? Fucking Man, my laxatives suck. They give me the shits. Maybe like I'm mad at my laxatives. If your laxatives don't give you the shits, then that would give you the shits. Fucking, you cunts work out the joke. I'm out of here, bitch.